Okay, now I am live. And sorry guys that I stepped out. I'm very, very sorry I stepped out. I got a phone call from my oldest daughter. And anytime I get one of those phone calls, it really, really not rattles my nerves. It really does. And I wanted to get back to the live, and I wanted to actually talk about what I was doing. And I'm sorry for those people that actually were starting to get into the in the comments, and I had to jump out real quick. If anything, when you see this live uploaded again, second time, and you do come back to it, then basically you probably understand why um, I went back and forth. Blue balls, okay, it's all good. What's up? Boss, Geeka, how you doing, dude? Geeka, I gotta tell you something, and thank you very much for dropping in, dude. Your postings that you put on Instagram about your weight transition and all that stuff, I'm taking heart to that, and this is that year. This is the year that basically not only within reptiles, but also with the same example that you gave. I'm going for it. I'm going for mine. Anyway, guys, I gotta I want to backtrack. I really want to backtrack and I want to talk about what I expect from now for this new season for my channel, for the content and everything that I'm uploading on those different platforms. um BBM Reptiles. When I first started actually with this journey of BBM Reptiles, it was more than 10 years ago. And when I made the transition of going into YouTube, it actually was about 6 years ago. After those 6 years, the channel that I created, it had a good following, and then basically I lost that channel and I started a new one all over again. When I started a new one all over again, I was fortunate enough to actually connect with um, what was known as the Four Horsemen's. The Four Horsemen's was basically Rob Barklow, I love you. I know he still does his YouTube channels. Richard, and obviously Shane Kelly, and it was going great. It was really, really, really going great, and I was very, very excited to be part of that. And when I got the chance to go to different expos and events, I've always got recognition of the participation and how much that meant to so many people within the hobby. Um, then I went through a very, 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 very difficult situation. Most already know, and when I get the chance, when I talk about these specific things on my own terms, that's when I want to actually talk about that. And when someone actually brings up whatever situation that I have gone through, I choke up very, very easily, and it's so hard for me to grasp with that, because I was going through that situation. I actually had to pull apart from uploading a lot of videos because I was going through such a hard time, and it wasn't easy. Not as much as working with the reptiles, but actually making a channel, editing video content, and showing different snakes. Um, because the thing is, you have to create a passion. And once you have passion of the work that you worked do, and the projects that actually you want to show, that passion does transmit to other people, and that's a motivating factor for other people to actually start making their own collections and even starting their own YouTube channels. um I didn't have any passion at all. I lost all the passion because I lost someone dear in my life, and it's still, I'm still struggling with that to today. There's some losses that you can never come back from, and this is a very, very powerful loss in my personal opinion. um and I'm not saying that basically the time that I stepped away from doing the videos with the Four Horsemen, that was the downfall of the channel. There could have been a lot of other things, but I know basically me not being readily available for a lot of times, contents were demanded or asked. Not, it was never demanded, it was always asked for each of us to put our segments in. I faltered. I fell back because I just couldn't transmit that. And it also led to my personal channel. And even though I was continuing working with ball pythons, I didn't have that passion to display it. I didn't have the passion to transmit it with so many things. Um, that phone call that I just got right now, and that's part of one of the big things that I have to deal with is every time I get a phone call, I'm in automatic panic mode because I don't know what that phone call could mean. Um, if you are a father or a parent and you lost a child, that's that one phone call you never want to get. And every time my phone rings, it's like a recurring memory of a phone call that I never wanted to receive. So my daughter just called now, my oldest one, talking about an emergency that I had to hang up. And I just went crazy because I didn't know what to expect. And it's basically that she's planning a trip to come here and I have to pick her up at the airport tomorrow. Tomorrow, not now, not tonight, not in like the next hour, tomorrow. But it's the way that basically those are the things that still affects me. I still deal, I still actually deal with severe panic attacks. I mean, like it's real severe that I could basically be in any area with doesn't matter what other persons, and I'll just basically break it into a cold sweat. I'll start panicking, and I'll just want to bolt from wherever I am. And I guess that's the buildup of a lot of stress that I've been holding in ever since the loss that I went through. But something that I haven't actually stopped doing is working my collections with the ball pythons. I haven't shown a lot of projects that I have because, like I said, you have to put passion behind it to captivate someone, to motivate them to actually want to continue, working or even investing in said projects to simulate more or less the same results that I'm getting. Um, I'm getting back in there. As a matter of fact, I've been using TikTok. I'm very active in TikTok. I'm very active on Instagram, because those are simple things that basically I could do like a 30-second video of whatever snake I have and put some cool music in the background and try to show a little bit of passion behind that. And I gotta say that the ball python community, because it's not just a snake, the community, even in my absence of uploading any content, I've always had people reach out to me asking about what's that next video or what project that I'm working with. And also obviously checking up and continuing a conversation with me. And I gotta say that out of everything that I've experienced with a simple snake is the community in whole, no matter what part of the world a lot of people are from, they've always reached out. And they'll reach out and they'll even try to move the conversation a little bit something more north or south away from my train of thought. And I thank everyone for that. Um and I don't see basically myself stopping because of I have so much gratitude for all those people that I consider friends, dear friends. Um and it transferred even a lot more. So having said that, I really want to get back to going back to my YouTube channels. I'm gonna do Instagram. I'm gonna do TikToks. I mean, like, I'm doing even TikToks, and I'm showing different snakes on there too. And I'm happy to say that even though everything that's happened, and it doesn't matter. I mean, like, heck, I've been through a divorce after my daughter's death. It followed immediately because basically, the interaction between me and my ex-wife, um, got a little bit more sour because she was demanding more from me than I was able to give at that time. And it was a very bad situation. And having to move and find somewhere. As a matter of fact, I think I even put that in an Instagram video when I was moving my entire collection, and that was hard. Moving an entire collection to somewhere else. That's the easiest thing would have been basically give out everything to anyone within my area and just forget about it. But I couldn't stop. I couldn't give up. There's so many reasons why that I wanted to continue working with ball pythons. Um, is because deep down that's something that I built up. It's been over 10 years and I don't want to just let that go. I can't just let that go because it's a big part of I gotta say the perseverance of starting off with that one snake. So now I'm at that point that even though quietly I've been working with a lot of different combinations, I'm happy to say that I'm starting to get results that if I didn't have that persistence, I wouldn't actually be able to make. I'm happy to say that I'm right at this season. I'm in the process of making triple visuals. Blakers, what's up? How you doing? I'm in the process of making triple visuals, and I'm in the process of actually making quad heads. And that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work actually. Forget about the double visuals. I'm excited that I made that. I'm super excited. And this season, I'm actually hitting up on the triples and making the quad heads. And I'm also super excited that I'm heavily invested in the monsoon project. So that's something else that I have to tinker with, and that's what I gotta say that behind everything, those are the things that I'm so grateful that persistence that I had continue working at a slow pace because it has been a slow pace. But I want to get back to because the hobby needs not amazing snakes. What they need is amazing stories that comes from making these snakes, amazing friendship that comes from making these snakes, amazing expos that we can attend to that comes from making these snakes. So I feel that I want to do my part to the community because the community has done so much for me in a personal level, that I can't not basically just walk away from this because maybe there is someone that can benefit like I did from what this hobby has. And it's not only the friendship, it's not only the people. I mean, like the snakes are secondary to tell you the truth, but it's the it's the events that you get to participate in, and people that always has your back. This is more of a reason why I'd have to say that USARC matters. USARC matters because if we didn't have this type of community with like-minded people, you never know. I mean, like whatever situation that you would need or pick up or friendship or whatever because of this hobby that exists, and taking that away, um, I can't say there's too many hobbies that has that to offer. So anyway, what I want to try to do is I want to try every week, not try, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna make it a mission. I'm gonna make it a mission every Thursday. I'm gonna check back with you. I'm gonna check back with you, and I'm gonna let you know what BBM Reptiles is going, how's everything working with. Um, I want to connect with everyone. I want conversations. I want to start a conversation. I want to say hello to everyone that at one point I got in contact with while I had my channels. Um Granddaddy Herbs. That's my guy right there. Grand Anthony. Anthony is like he's another one of those good guys that I talk about that he will put in those good words in my Facebook groups, and obviously every time I post a video. Anthony, thank you very much. Will's hella heat. Oh my God, look at this. This is actually growing. I mean, like, heck, I didn't expect that. I mean, like, but this is what I want. This is actually what I want. I want to actually continue that conversation and have everyone share their stories, share their projects, share their goals. And let's start a conversation with what do you think could be the easiest way for someone starting new into the hobby to not make the same mistakes that we probably made. And I know there's a lot, but then again, the best lessons are the ones you learn from. I mean, like, it's you're never gonna learn from someone else's errors. You have to make your own. And I'm a true believer of basically or owning up your own mistakes and learning from them, and basically, building up from that. But like I said, I plan my mission is every Thursday, so I'm gonna start doing a live. Besides, I'm going back to my usual content. I'm gonna be uploading different projects, showing a lot of snakes because that's what it's all about, showing snakes. And on Thursdays, I'm gonna take that day specifically just to open up and do this live conversation, you know. And I want to build it up. I want to build it up because it builds me up. It builds me up, believe it or not. And one of the biggest tools of help that a lot of people might have is expressing themselves. So I always say this a lot. Talk it out. Talk whatever out, but just talk it out. First and foremost, stay far away from most Facebook reptile groups. Too much wrong advice for new keepers. Respect my brother. I can tell the real ones apart from the fake ones. You are real, my boy. Love is real. Will and kick it too. These are the things, believe it or not, these are the things that as you make your own transitions, as you make your own journeys, you're gonna figure this out on your own. There's a lot of people that love to basically, pile on a lot of drama, a lot of bad situations, and there's even groups that Facebook has that you will find that negative advice or comments and stuff, but you have to actually, I really can't say avoid them. I don't want to say avoid them because you have to build your own interpretations from that, and then you'll learn what is good and what is bad, what do you need to hear and what you can avoid. And then you can surely take value from whatever opinion that you feel that actually connects with you. So I mean, like, what I have to say, if anything, is try not to let it affect you personally. Don't get too attached. Do not cling on to someone because of their opinion. Don't even cling on to me, because of my opinion and stuff like that. Formulate your own experience and build off of that. That's what I'd have to say. Um, and believe me. I mean, like, if you get stuck to that point, oh my God, I'm still talking. That's probably something that I'm going to be doing a lot. So I like to talk, but there's a lot of things that I ramble on, but it kind of makes sense. You're never going to hit that dream snake if you follow the drama of someone else. You're never gonna get past a pastel. You're never gonna get past a bumblebee. You're never gonna get past a clown if you're stuck with the drama. If you're stuck with what's going on in Facebook. If you're stuck with whatever someone else is talking about, whatever breeder, you're never gonna pass that because I've actually seen that, and the persistence is not having to listen or be part of any drama. Concentrate on what you're working with and build up from there. And then you're going to see, actually, you're going to start hitting those triple and those quad visuals. Eventually, you're going to get there, but you got to have basically switch out of all the drama and everything that's going on. Ron, I watch your videos because I like to hear you talk. I like to observe your point of view. Keep talking. Patrick, a little bit of everything. Saunders, Rob, what's up, bro? To all in the chat, hey, what's up, guys? Again, thank you very much. I didn't expect. I mean, like, the numbers are low. The numbers are low. I didn't expect anything. I really didn't, think anything big is going to come out of this. But I wanted to actually just do a video and get back on the horse. Um, there's a lot of great breeders here. There's a lot of great people in this, and I love seeing what everyone is working with. So, like I said, again, your projects will only progress as long as you basically concentrate solely on the projects and not on the drama. And I'm not saying avoid it, listen to it, entertain yourself with it, but don't let that be a factor of actually stopping you working for what you started with. I see a lot of people, I mean, it breaks my heart, as a matter of fact, when I see a lot of local breeders when they start out with a great collection, and they actually do. They start out with some impressive animals. 2 seasons down, they're actually selling them a penny off the dollar. They're literally giving them away because they got caught up with so many things that they forgot what they started working with. And I really wish they held on a little bit longer to actually see what they were capable of doing. Um, I do actually. I mean, like, I'm not as big as Anthony. I mean, like, Anthony got some killer, Anthony's packing some heat and stuff. Um but I just got to say, like I said, some of the projects that I'm real excited that I have that I'm working with. As a matter of fact, if I hit on it, I'm working with the Desert Ghost chocolate clown, and hopefully I can hit on a super version of either the super chocolate or the super pastel, but it'll be Desert Ghost and Clown. And actually, it's possible to hit hypo. And believe it or not, on this past season, I was able to hit a lot of visuals off of possible hits. And this is without genetic testing. So, like I said, since I've been working a lot of recesses for like 7 years, because I made the transitions of trying to add on recesses into my collections, everything was 50% at one point. I was working every 50%, heads pied, head clowns. And now I'm basically knocking it off the park with some of the visuals that I'm actually producing. But like I said, it goes back to the perseverance. I mean, like, keep working your projects. Anyway, guys, again, I'm gonna cut this short. I've been doing 20 minutes. I just really wanted to do like an introduction and going back to everything. In my opinion, trips and quads are the future. Forest pythons, Kevin, you know what? You're not far from the reality. Um, there is a big transition, and a lot of people are not, from what I'm seeing here locally, as a matter of fact, not too many people are working quads and triple recesses. They're too focused on working codoms because it's the easiest snake to produce. I mean, like, you have a banana. Everyone loves banana. You produce it with any other codoms, you're going to get that visual results the following season. But we're past that. We are way past that. Now the transition has not only stopped at recesses, it's to the point that even making a single clown or a single pieball or even a single sunset, it's not as impressive as it was 5 years, and the market is really taking a notice to that too. And especially when you're starting new, when you got that single gene recessive and you're producing it, you're competing against 500 other people that has that in combos, and they're not moving it that much. I think as long as you are producing rare mixes of recesses, you'll be fine. Doesn't have to be 4 or 5 recesses. It that's the It has to be the right recesses. It really does. I mean, like, it's not the best idea to actually stack on as many recesses if they don't interact good with each other. But then again, there's a lot of people that are already starting that project, so we have a good guideline to see what actually works and what doesn't work. So it's not a point of being the first one to actually doing it, but following the path of other people and what they're working with, it'll give you an idea basically what'll work with you. I want to work on getting codoms into doubles at the same time, make those triples and quads, so down the road I can add all those codoms into them easier. It's very easy to make that transition of adding a lot of codoms into your doubles and triple recessives. All you need is that one codom. I'm sorry. All you would need actually is that, since you already started the projects and you already had the heads to make the visuals, so you already have that female growing. Once you get that visual, triple, quad recessive, all you have to do is breed them back to that whatever female you can find. Since you already grew up the other females that produce that triple or quad visual, um, whatever codom that you breed back to it, you just breed it back to the female that produced the codoms. The quad visuals, and you'll be getting all the codoms you can think into that. But it's building up to it. That's the issue that not too many people are doing. Both hormones and wait for the rawness to eat termites. I want to work in guinea codoms. Instant gratification. Some people are seeking too fast. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Instant gratification does not work in long-term projects. You're not gonna be you're not really gonna. If we're talking about 6 to 8 years for gratification of your work, you it's well deserved if you put in that time and you produce those projects. But if you're looking for the easier way of producing whatever you can the following season, it's not going to be that impressive. Um, anyway, guys, again, like what are we 26 minutes. Thank you very much for stopping by again. Like I said, we're gonna do this every Thursday. Every Thursday, I'm gonna probably just put up a topic. I will make sure to post on Instagram. And I'll put a notification when I will do a follow-up live video. Hopefully, I'll even have someone to jump on and we could do like a dialogue between us. I really want that. And I'm gonna change that. Where is that? Where I'm gonna point that at? I'm gonna change that powered by StreamYard. I'm gonna take that out eventually. Like I said, I'm just trying this out. So eventually I'm gonna take that out and put something on so that way I could add more people in and expand it to different platforms. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you very much for stopping by, chatting by. Like Anthony says, stay blessed and continue doing what you're doing because only you can produce the results. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Have a good one, guys.